Hi, Yash. Hi, team. How are you?
We are good. We are good. I was asking, can you take timer role because it's not taken yet.
Actually, Harsh, I would be on and off. That's why I have joined hybrid.
Okay, fine. No worries then. Yeah. Before I start the meeting, online audience, just a quick audio and video check. If anyone can confirm if I'm audible and visible properly, then I will start the meeting.
Yes, you are audible and
Yes, sir.
visible.
You are audible and visible also.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's start the session with a huge round of applause. Good morning, everyone. My name is Harsh. Today I'm the Sergeant at Arms for this meeting. I welcome you all to the 519th meeting of Eloquent Toastmasters Club, Gurgaon. Just like at an individual level, we have some goals and mission in our life. We, Toastmaster International, has a collective mission, which is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Here are a few necessary rules that we follow at Toastmasters for ensuring a smooth conduction of the meeting. The first rule is simple, which will begin with a small task of 30 seconds in which we will put our phone to either silent mode or switch off. The time is over. The second rule is please try to avoid talking about any topic in derogatory manner. The third rule is please do not cross talk. Unless there is an emergency, please do not enter or leave the room when someone is speaking on the stage. For the online audience, if you are stepping out, please turn off your audio and video for avoiding distraction. With that, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Rashmi. Please round of applause.
Thank you, Sergeant Arms, for such an energetic opening. Let's give him a big round of applause. Welcome to our distinguished guests, to our members, the heart and soul of our community, to fellow Toastmasters from other clubs, and to anyone who is joining for the very first time. It's so wonderful to see such a vibrant community of individuals committed to growth and excellence in communication and leadership. So let's give ourselves a big round of applause for that. For those of you who are joining for the first time, so Toastmasters is a global community of 270,000 members spread across 148 countries, and people around the world are practicing the same craft of learning leadership and communication skills. So you have stepped into a global community. So it's a start of a very beautiful journey, and I hope that you'll enjoy today's meeting. All right, now I would like to start with introduction from our guest. We are so honored to have DTM Dr. Som with us today. He is from another club. So Dr. Som, we are so good to have you with us. Let's have a quick round of introduction from you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rashmi. It's afternoon here, it's around 2 o'clock. So, but it's still morning for you. So, good morning to all of you. Actually, I belong to 4 clubs. So, the club that I'm currently president of is called MUCM Research and Presentation Club. MUCM is basically an university club, which stands for Manipal University Club, Malaysia. And yeah, and I'm like the president currently, and I'm so happy to be here. I think the formal introduction I've given to Nirdosha, so she will be, so I don't want to repeat okay, thank you. Back to you.
Thank you for being here, Dr. So. For those of you who don't know what is DTM, it's Distinguished Toastmaster, which is the highest level of qualification in Toastmasters. So thank you for being here. Now let's hear from other guests. So I would like to start with the guest who has joined us online. Guest Rupa, could you please share your introduction?
Yeah, thanks for allowing me to join as guest from last 3 times. And I am CA Rupa Sharma, and I am working from last 10 years as CA for international taxation, and now I am just in phase of starting import export consultancy, so that I can give benefit to of FTA to Indian manufacturers, and for that I want to improve my communication. That's why I joined here.
Thank you, Guest Rupa, for joining us. Now let's hear from Sahil. Tell us about your club.
Hi, Toastmaster Rashmi. Thank you so much. My name is Toastmaster Sahil, and I have been a Toastmaster for around close to 5 years. I'm a dual member. I am a corporate persona in one of the corporate Toastmasters club, that is the UKG Club, Ultimate Chronos Group in Noida. Additionally, I am also a part of one of the community clubs because I have been so much attached to that club, that is Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Previously, I have also been an area director, and that too a president's distinguished area director. Additionally, I have been a district finalist for around 3 times in the evaluation speech, humorous contest, as well as the international speech contest. And as of now, even I am mentoring one of your division champions, I think Akansha Gautam, for her oration speech for the district.
It's a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
have you with us, Toastmaster Sahil. And Sahil will be evaluating Toastmaster Stuti's speech. So it's great to have such a perceptive speaker with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now let's hear from Parveen Nehra.
Good morning, ma'am. This side Parveen Nehra. I belongs to Haryana. Regarding my profession, I am a mechanical engineer, and I have total 12 years experience. Right now, I reside in Gurugram. That's all about me.
Thank you, Parveen. Now we have some in-person guests. I would like to call guest. It will take me just to remember your name. Okay, you can come to the stage.
So, hello everyone. My name is Yudhan Anand, and I'm currently employed with Bain and Company as a knowledge specialist. So, I've been working for 4 years straight out of my undergrad, and looking forward to developing my speech skills more with you guys. Thank you.
Let's hear from you, sir. After that.
So, hello everyone, my name is Salish. I'm from Silchar, Assam. So I've done my MBA from IIM Bodhgaya, and recently I've joined the corporate world. So I've joined Moody's Corporation as a senior financial data analyst, and I'm looking forward to all the meetings and all the learnings which I'll have from this club. So thank you.
We have Bhavya with us. He's from GTMC Club, one of the best clubs in Gurgaon.
Thank you. Thank you, Rashmi. So, as Rashmi told, my name is Bhavya Tayar. I am a chartered accountant, and I belong to Gurugram's Toastmasters Club. So, I have been a Toastmaster for roughly an year now, and I'm looking forward to learning more and more experiences from different people. So, Rashmi has been a really great speaker. I want to know about you from our club. Unfortunately, couldn't attend, but looking forward to learning from everyone here. Thank you.
Just to correct you, I'm still learning. I have a long way to go. Okay. Now, before we officially kick off and I invite Toastmasters of the day, let me share some wonderful news. So, Toastmaster Ankita has officially joined our beautiful Eloquent family. Let's give her a big round of applause. Let's hear from you. Maybe give an official introduction to all the members. Models to cross. Thank you.
Hi folks, my name is Ankita. I met some of you last week where I joined in as a guest. Just to reiterate, I'm a product manager by profession, currently employed at Microsoft. Product managers create products. Just as an FYI. Engineer by profession, accidental product manager. I am fascinated by how much storytelling affects our life, from daily communication to watching TV series. And lately, I've been realizing that it's actually a very mandatory skill to hone your storytelling and communication skills. So yes, that's why I'm here to keep learning from all of you folks and improve my storytelling.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankita, for joining the club, and we are excited to grow with you. Now, another wonderful news is to strengthen our club's educational program. Toastmaster Stuti has stepped to take up the Associate VP Education role. So let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you for stepping up to serve the club, and we are excited to work with you. Now it's time to invite Toastmasters of the day. And before inviting her, I would like to start with a beautiful quote by Pico Iyer. It goes like, "In an age of speed, nothing could be more invigorating than going slow. In an age of distraction, nothing is so luxurious as paying attention." Which brings us to today's theme, which is art of noticing. And I would like to hand over the stage to our perceptive architect of today's meeting, Toastmasters of the day, a bit about her. So she's the epitome of creativity. Under her visionary leadership as Vice President Public Relations, she led our club to earn the prestigious.
Oh, this is a fake one.
No, it's not a fake one. This is a government disaster, something is there. Emergency alert. So this was supposed to happen. Yeah. So in case of emergency disaster or natural calamity, they can have an alert published by the government.
This has happened for the first time.
Yeah. No. It's a mock break. It's a mock break.
Otherwise, you create something. How to cancel this? There is no OK button. I think it's okay. So we just had an alert. Okay.
Find something about
Coming back to the introduction of Toastmasters of the day. Yeah, as I said, Toastmasters of the day is the epitome of creativity. Under her visionary leadership as Vice President Public Relations, she led our club to earn the prestigious Creative Award, not just once, but twice in the previous term as well as in the current term. And she's the Triple Crown Award speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Toastmasters of the day, Toastmaster Nirdusha.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer, Toastmaster, and our President, Toastmaster Rashmi, for that beautiful introduction. Thank you so much. It's my privilege. And yes, I'm Toastmaster Nirdusha, your Toastmaster of the day. To give a self-intro, I would say I'm an undergraduate student yet and about to complete in next month. And I'm a freelancer writer. Sometimes I write poetry and I really love public speaking, and it's my pleasure to be a member and a part of this beautiful club. So once again, good morning and good afternoon, especially for DTM Zone, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all for today's meeting. I'm truly excited to be the Toastmaster of today. Let me start with a simple question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. How many of you think that you are a good observer? Hands up. How many of you think that you are a good observer? At least in my, yes, I can see the hand. Okay, thank you. We think, but are we? That's the doubt. That's why here I am with the theme of the art of noticing. We often move through life quickly, like scrolling, rushing, thinking ahead. But we rarely pause to observe the detail around us, isn't it? For example, if we are going for a park, mostly we just look into the phone, right? Always like we check on our mails, our Instagram notifications, or social media notification. But for a moment, we don't just stop everything and just look around and listen to the music, the natural music around us, isn't it? Mostly we just plug our earphones and listen to some A.R. Rahman's music or some whoever. Even nowadays, the Michael Jackson songs are like, vibrating everywhere. So this is what that we do without noticing the beautiful thing around us. So by today's meeting, we will learn what's the art of noticing. Before that, I would like to test whether you are a good observer or not. For that, I would like to share my screen. Yes. I hope you all can see my screen now.
Not yet. Yeah, it's
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah. It's visible.
what's the first thing that you observe when you see this image?
Firstly, it's like a waterfall, and then these are ladies
Yes,
dancing
exactly,
ladies.
exactly. This is the thing that we observe, or what first thing that what we notice, our brain just show that is a very common image. That is, as you said, waterfall. But when you look into the image closely, you can see the the angelic kind of women just dancing here and there, right? And this is how we see every images of our life. We just have a common picture in our brain, common judgments, common conceptions. When we look into a person, we just see them with their appearance. And we don't notice that person. We don't notice those words. We just quickly judge. That's where all the problems create in this world. We cannot be kind without knowing or noticing someone. And that's the mistake that we repetitively do, whereas it's led to a war now. Are you agreeing with me?
Yep.
So, this is one of the tests that I did for you guys to understand what's the art, the real art of noticing. The art of noticing is ability to become aware of small, meaningful details around us, things that we usually overlook. It's about observing deeply, being present in the moment, and seeing beyond the obvious. When we notice more, as we Toastmasters, we become better speakers, we become better listeners, and the most importantly, become more mindful individuals, right? To do more, we don't see the same world. We see it differently. The same image that I already showed you, it's a waterfall. Yet, when we start to see differently, we saw another world. That's what we need for today's world. And with that thoughtful observation, let's now move into a structure part of our meeting. To ensure our meeting runs smoothly and effectively, I would like to call the general evaluator of today's meeting. Our general evaluator of today's meeting, DTM Som. I would like to give a great introduction for him. When I saw his introduction, I really felt, oh my God, this person, he's going to be very serious. DTM Som is a gynecologist by profession and attached with Manipal University College, Malaysia as a professor in Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology and director of Center for Professional Advancement. He has been a Toastmaster for 11 years and served in various exco roles in the club and district roles. He has organized many workshops at the district level. He has done DTM twice. Remember, twice. And once in the Legacy program and other in the Pathway program. He is an accredited HRDC trainer and John Maxwell certified speaker, coach, and trainer. It's my pleasure to welcome DTM Som as general evaluator, and he will explain his role and he will introduce his tag team to us. Over to you, DTM Som.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. I told you to shorten it, but looks like you didn't. Right. Thank you very much. First and foremost, as a general evaluator, my role is to evaluate the meeting as a whole. And the first thing already that struck me is the fantastic hybrid setup. But I'm going to restrict my comment right now. I'll come back with that in the later portion, the evaluation portion. I would be looking into what went great, what can be improved a little bit, and those will be my personal suggestions. You can see according to how it works for you or do not work for you. I will be helped by 3 role takers, the technical role, as we call it, the tag team, and they are the timer, our counter, and grammarian. Timer is Toastmaster Sunita. Is she around?
Sorry, she's not there. I'm taking this role. Toastmaster Harsh.
Hello, Toastmaster Harsh. Toastmaster Harsh will be the timer for today. So we would like to request you to tell us about your role for today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Harsh.
Hi everyone again. My name is Harsh. Let's finish this. Yeah. So my name is Harsh. Today I'm taking the role of timer. My duty is to take care of track the time basically so that the meeting is also conducted on time. As mentioned, there are 3 segments in any Toastmaster meeting: prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluation. So at every segment, there are 3 timestamps in which I will be flashing these cards. For prepared speech, it's 5 to 7 minutes. So when 5 minutes is over, I will show green, and at 6 I will show yellow, and at 7 I will show red. Similarly, for table topics, it's between 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 I will show green, at 1.5 minutes I will show yellow, and at 2 minutes I will show red. And for evaluation, it is between 2 to 3 minutes, 2 for green, 2 minutes 30 seconds for yellow, and 3 minutes for red. And I will present my report at the end when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Harsh. I really love those fans, how you demonstrated it. I hope the online side would be able to visualize it later as we come across. Moving on to the R counter, Toastmaster Daria. Toastmaster Daria, are you around? Is there a change?
This wants to take our counter. We can skip that. That's the last one.
Hi everyone, Anurag this side. So again, we have a switch in this role as well.
So I'll be taking up the role of accounter. As an accounter, I will say how many glitch words we are using in our speeches, which are basically the distraction for the speaker as well as the audience. And I'll publish my report when called during the evaluation phase by the journal web. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you very much. May I get your name again?
Anurag.
Anurag. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. We'll see you. Hope you're a nice guy. And don't look out at our crutches very seriously. Thank you very much.
I'll try.
Next is our grammarian. Grammarian will be very, very perceptive to all what we say and how we say. So for that, let me invite Toastmaster Rashmi to tell us about your role as well as introduce the word of the day for us. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Hi again. As a grammarian, I have two responsibilities. First, to give you word of the day and idiom of the day. And second, to highlight the good use of English language and gently point out not so good use. All right. So word of the day is perceptive. It means quick to notice and understand. For example, she is a highly perceptive speaker who notices the small details and turns them into powerful message. And idiom of the day is keep your eyes peeled. That means be alert. For example, keep your eyes peeled. You never know when your name will be called for daily topics. So just give thumbs up whenever a speaker says word of the day or the phrase of the day to appreciate the speaker. And I look forward to the meeting and to see the perceptive speakers honing the stage.
Thank you very much. I'm sure the eyes will be peeled for the evaluators when they are listening to the speeches in a perceptive manner. With that, thank you very much. And back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Nirdosha. Over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Som, for that wonderful introduction for the tag team as well as for your role. And moving forward, we are going to the next section, whereas we have to keep our eyes peeled. We have just explored noticing visually. But now we are going to listen and notice. In Toastmasters, we have experts in noticing speeches, and we call them evaluators. Before we hear from them, from the evaluator, let's welcome our first speaker, Toastmaster Stuti, to explain her speech, the pathway and speech role. I would like to call Toastmaster Sahil to explain Toastmaster Stuti's purpose and pathway. Over to you, Toastmaster Sahil.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the Day, Toastmaster Nidusha. Good morning, everybody. I am Toastmaster Sahil Sajdeva, and I am here to evaluate the first speaker, Toastmaster Stuti. The purpose statements goes as follows. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Please make a note of it. This is a level 1 project for speech evaluation and feedback, speech 1. Timer, please note that the speaker would be delivering a 5 to 7 minutes of a prepared speech. With this, I hand over the stage back to our Toastmasters of the Day. Thank you so much and wish you all the best to my target speaker.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sahil. And I would like to repeat the speaker's name, Toastmaster Stuti, and I would like to give a small introduction for her. She lives with her sibling in Gurgaon and enjoys dancing, reading, and keeping life simple and stress-free. And today, she's going to deliver a speech with the title of Speak Up. Speak Up, Toastmaster Stuti. Toastmaster Stuti, speak up. Over to you.
If you don't speak up, someone else will write your story. Sounds familiar? How many of you have realized in some points of their life there has been a moment they wanted to speak more, but something held back them? I just wanted to raise their hands. Even let me raise my hand too. In my entire lifespan, there has been a lot of moments in which I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of things to represent, but something overthinking loop that held me back. For this, very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. I am Stuti Chaturvedi, and I'll be presenting my speech on Speak Up until someone else will write your own story. From a childhood, I was a very obedient child, a good child. In the loved by teachers, loved by parents, I was very quiet, and I always think about this. If you are quiet, you will be loved by the parents, you will be loved by the teachers. Until I step into the real world, when I realized that if you are being yes child, that would take you nowhere, and you will be stuck because you just have to represent what you need. So one of the incident that I remembered from my real life that happened to me, there was a college fest happening, and I was very excited for that college fest. I would really wanted to participate in that. But when the time comes, everybody was saying their ideas, everybody has something to say, but I got stuck. I have a lot to say, but I just stayed quiet. And that moment stayed with me for a long time. And that thinking, I always think that I have something to say. That was one of the things that I wanted to participate and is there in my bucket list. Now, the next thing that I wanted to say, and that incident that happened with me, the one step that I took in this was joining a Toastmaster. So it's a first step that I thought that I should join it. Here I see the people who speak come here, they are not a celebrities. They are just the people who a normal life, leading their normal life and coming here to know their voice, to understand them. And that's the moment I come here to join the Toastmaster. And the one of the moment that I this is the first step that I took, that is joining the Toastmaster. One of the recent event that I remembered from my life is during the company I was asked, my manager in a casual conversation, he asked me whether I'm okay to switch my reporting, and it should be okay with you. And if I would be a norm, the previous one, I would say with a smile, to be cooperative and easygoing, I would say yes. But I had some concerns, and I raised out to them, and I talked to him, and he really appreciated this. So I just realized the importance of speaking up, and during the normal conversation, and I had a conversation with some of the mentors, and during the normal conversation, they explained me, if you go to the God and if you don't say what do you want, and let the God truly figures out what you want, that won't be a good thing. And even if you're a child and if you don't cry, the mother would not realize that you need something. So in the world, if you really need something, you should speak up, because the world only listens and they go forward with the one who really speak up, and they won't wait for you to speak up. So I just really wanted to stop with this, and had a message that you want whatever you want in life, just speak up.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stuti, for that wonderful speech. We'll take a moment to share feedback on our group about her speech. You can share your feedback on guest group or member group.
Am I supposed to do that? I'm spotlighted actually.
I spotlighted you to check what is the avatar that we have chosen.
It's actually nice. Toastmaster Ankita said that she loved the example of having hard conversation with the manager. I could easily relate to it. Amazing speech, Stuti. Yes. We can wait for like 30 more seconds. And Toastmaster Rashmi said, like, it's a wonderful speech. You were confident and clear throughout. And Toastmaster Anurag said that a very reliable topic. I have personally gone through these situations many times. Kudos and keep it up. So yes. And meanwhile, I would like to introduce the next speaker, Toastmaster Bhavya. And to evaluate her speech, I would like to call Toastmaster Dikshita on stage to explain her speech, purpose, and pathway. Over to you, Toastmaster Dikshita.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, my target speaker is Toastmaster Bhavya. The purpose of the speech is about a time when you were prodigy. He'll be basically sharing the impact and the importance of having a mentor. It is a 7-minute speech and a timer. Please note it's a 7-minute speech. And the pathway is visionary communication and it's level 2 and project 3. Best wishes to Toastmaster Bhavya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dikshita, Toastmaster Bhavya. When losing becomes winning, Toastmaster Bhavya, when losing becomes winning, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, we are going to do time travel and go back in time exactly 6 years. A time that was very difficult, very challenging, a time that changed everything. Where even the very basic things turned super abnormal, and we were either very happy or very sad with the abnormality. Yes, I'm talking about the COVID era. I had just qualified my CA and I was looking for a job. So I went in for the campus placement interviews where I was shortlisted by Infosys and was eventually hired. But the profile was not to my liking, so I proudly denied. Now remember, this was 4th March 2020, and I was very casual about the job, mainly because I had just started looking and thought that I could make it. But life, life had other plans. Just as I was looking for a job, we all heard on our television screens, "Mere pyare deshwasiyo," aka our dear Prime Minister announcing the lockdown. And suddenly, the job the job search wasn't even the problem anymore. Survival, adaptability, waking up late and pretending to be productive as a side benefit, which by the way was the biggest lie we all told us. At that time, after I settled down, I thought, what did I do? I denied a job that could have been a lifesaver, and now I'm left with nothing. And this lockdown thing is driving me crazy, and Google did not have any answers for that. So I came across a mentor at that time. My mentor helped me learn grow, and most importantly, he gave me clarity. Basically, he was everything I wasn't at that point. Now comes the twist. It was 3rd July 2020. I was sleeping peacefully in broad daylight around 4:30, and I was woken up by a buzz at around 6:20 p.m. I opened my phone half asleep and read, "You have been shortlisted by Bank of America and your interview is scheduled at 6 p.m. I looked at the time. 6. I looked at the message again. I looked at the time. It was 6:20. I looked at the message. It was 6 p.m. Looked at the time again. For the first time in my life, I did not wanted success. I wanted a time machine. Even 4G couldn't let me get there. My mind was rushing with thoughts. Do they expect me to go back in time? Is this a joke? Or have they started hiring time travelers? So I called my mentor and I blabbered everything. While I was panicking, he was calm. While I was reacting, he was guiding, and he told me, let it go. But it was very difficult to accept at that time, because when life slams a door in your face, it's hard to trust what's coming next. Eventually, an email arrived with the debriefing session, the revised timelines, and all the details. And that's when I thought, maybe that message wasn't late. Maybe I wasn't ready for that message earlier. And life thought, let's delay this guy a little bit. My mentor helped me prepare mock interviews, guiding me, giving me questions to practice, and standing by me throughout my 4 grilling rounds of interview, which I was supposed to give as a fresher. That man supported me a lot. That man helped me get my dream job at a time when people were losing jobs, struggling to survive, taking pay cuts. And that job did not just give me employment, it shaped who I am today. Today, when I look back, I don't see a missed interview. I see a perfectly timed lesson. When I look that the message was to be delivered in a way that it was in a lesson. So sometimes in life, you don't miss opportunities. You're actually being prepared for the opportunities that truly matter. And sometimes in life, the difference between panic and progress is just one mentor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavya, for your perceptive insights in your speech, for giving that. Thank you. And the next session, it's going to be the improv speaking skill, which the table topic master is going to test us. But before that, I kindly request you all to give your feedback on WhatsApp group for Toastmaster Bhavya's speech. We can take a moment for that. Now I can see how many of you, like, there are many good observers in our Eloquent Toastmasters Club as well, because whenever the speech finishes, right after that, we will receive a feedback. So it really shows that how we are attentive for the speeches. Toastmaster Ankita said that amazing speech went through ebb and flow of so many emotion from failure, detection to success. Love the story, Bhavya, so relatable. Yes, it is obvious. We can wait for another feedback as well. And let's see in guest. Yes, in guest group, we have Sailesh, if I'm not wrong. Toastmaster Bhavya gave an impactful speech. Couldn't take off my eyes off him. Great storytelling skills. Yes.
Someone is asking who is your mentor's name.
And there is another guest as well. Great speech. The expressions, hand gestures, all made that really enjoy. Yes, I do agree with that. Yes, meanwhile, the next session is going to be the table topic session. Before that, I would like to have, we will have 5 minutes break, whereas the physical audience can have 5 minutes break to get to know each other. And then online speech, the virtual audience can have some time to refresh yourself. Yes, timer, can you please time for 5 minutes?
Okay, sure. Started. Toastmaster Nidusha, 5 minutes is over.
Yeah, okay. Then once again, welcome everyone to Eloquent Toastmasters Club. And I hope the online members also yes. Thank you. Okay. Before we move to the next session of our meeting, I would like to we'll play a game. We'll play a game. I need your full attention. But no such rules as a typical game. Okay, no, there is no rule such. But the thing is, you need to observe. After the observation, I will ask some few questions and you need to answer that. Are you ready? Did you all understand what I said? Okay. I hope the physical audience can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. I will share my screen first. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. There will be 12 words and I will show you in the screen. You need to observe that. And after the observation, I will ask few questions. And it is a test that how much you observe well. Okay? Are you guys ready now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to change the word one by one. Okay, now just observe it. First word, rose. Once again, I will show the 12 words. You have to observe everything. Again, I'm mentioning everything. Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. I hope everybody noticed what I displayed. Okay, now it's a question session. Now I stop sharing my screen. Now tell me how many blue sheets that I presented.
It was 3.
No, more than 3.
Four.
No.
4.
Two
Okay,
skies.
Toastmaster Avni is telling that 4.
It is 3, I think.
Toastmaster Harsh is telling that 3. Anybody else?
Two skies were blue, one rose was blue, and I think two more. One of the jasmines was blue.
One.
I think one sky was blue, one sky was yellow.
Yeah. There were 3 skies.
No,
Two
I'm
is
only
two sky is
asking
blue.
blue sheets.
Two skies.
There were 3 skies too.
Only there was one seat.
Okay, once again. Okay, let's count together now. I just said how many blue sheets were presented. Okay, Shall we start? This is the page 1. So it's blue. 1, 2.
Blank.
That's good. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Blank sheet, so it will.
Sorry, it's 7 and 8. The train, I just missed it. The rose is the first verse. So there were 8 blue sheets were there. Shall we do it again? Okay, we will do it again. I know many people confused now. Okay, sheet number 1, blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There were only 8 blue sheets.
Yeah, I think I skipped out the blank ones.
Yes. What happened was when I said, please observe the words that I display. So our focus went into the words, not to the background. So this is the mistake that we frequently do. And I hope now you all can understand whoever said I'm a good observer. Are you really a good observer? That's the question. So mostly in our life, when we start to observe everything, we just have some kind of algorithm that have in our brain, by our society, by our environment where we grew up or whatever we see, we categorize them without trying to understand what really it is. So when I said words, we all sticking to the word words. But we skip to observe what's the background. That's why I didn't mention ruled sheets, blank sheets. So if I categorize into ruled sheets and blank sheets, it will become another game. So this is the art of noticing that I would like to, give you a reminder that this is a skill that we were like following from our childhood. And from this meeting, you can change your perspective on noticing. And this is the art of noticing. And I hope everybody like understood. And some of you, I know many people really like disappoint. Oh my God, I'm a good observer. And now I feel like my ego is just touched. So today onwards, I'm going to notice everything. It takes time. It's kind of a meditation. You need to do a practice. Notice everything, even the person who next to you. If I ask a question that, okay, what's the t-shirt color that the person who's next to you is wearing, you will be like, for a second, you will be confused. Oh my God, whether that person is wearing black or blue or white. That's the skill of noticing for us. So yes, now we have come to the one of the most exciting part of meeting, that is the table topic session. And this is also we truly test our ability to think on our feet, observe quickly, and respond with clarity. Because noticing is not just about observing, it's about how we respond in the moment. To lead this session, we have an incredible table topic master, Toastmaster Avni. She is a chartered, there is a small intro for her. She is a chartered accountant with a global organization, currently embracing one of her life's most transformative journeys, motherhood. She's passionate about leveling up and constantly challenging herself to grow. She's deeply drawn to learning, reflection, and meaningful conversations. Recently, she had the opportunity to participate in table topics at the division level, which has been a beautiful way to rediscover her voice beyond defined roles and responsibilities. She also believes in communication, storytelling, and a touch of humor can be incredible power in shaping the journey. Once again, I would like to call Toastmaster Avni, the incredible table topic master of today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Avni.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nidusha, for that great introduction. Okay, for good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. So before we begin, right, let me ask you a question. What is the first emotion that you feel when you are asked to join the stage and speak impromptu? Anyone? What is that first emotion? Yes. I think we'll have to unmute. Yeah.
You can speak
Panic.
Panic.
Panic?
Yes.
Blank, confusion,
Confusion?
Excitement.
Excitement. Rupa, way to go.
proxy.
how to hide ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. If you're feeling all these emotions, these are completely normal, by the way. Now, by what we really feel, all these emotions, they are a byproduct of one thing, and that is uncertainty, right? And perhaps we also feel judged sometimes that I don't know what I'm going to speak and how are the other people going to see me. That are these my thoughts? Yes. Well, table topics, and this is for the guest, right? So it is here in this platform to help us think on our feet. And I want to remind you that this is a safe space for us to practice. And as a person who has got the opportunity to go to the contest, I must tell you that the only way to actually be good at table topics is to practice it. Just go with the flow, participate in it. Yes. Now, after my pep talk of what is table topics, and let's not get any apprehensions about getting into it, I am here today as a very generous table topic master. Okay. And I'm going to give you a little control of the topic that I am going to give you. Is that good? Yes. I'm, of course, not going to reveal the table topic beforehand, but I'm going to play a game with you. And it's a fun, interactive game. And let's just see how it goes, right? So just keep your eyes peeled as I share my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Can anybody confirm?
Yes, it's visible.
Visible.
Amazing. Great. Okay, so now I just thought instead of pulling a random prompt out of a hat, let me play with you. It's an interactive game where you get to choose your path. So as Toastmaster Nirdusha set the tone, the theme is the art of noticing, which is paying attention to the fun, quirky, and beautiful little things around us. So let me just enter the gallery with you. Now, as you can see on my screen, you'll see these 5 categories: personal, this or that, quotes, surprise me, and emotions. So for the guest specifically, these are some broad categories where if you choose a particular category, you will get a table topic accordingly, right? If that is encouraging enough, let me ask, who is feeling brave and perceptive today? Who wants to select a category and be the first speaker? And I'll encourage our guests specifically to join and be that volunteer. Do we have
Yeah,
any
I
guests?
want I want to speak first on the topic of
I
surprise
also
me.
want to.
Great, Rupa. You said, right? It is exciting.
Yeah.
I love your enthusiasm. Great. Okay. And what's your category that you're choosing?
Surprise me.
Surprise me. Wow, that's a Brave move, Rupa. All the best. And just for guess, I think the timer has already mentioned the time. So you have to speak at least for a minute and max for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's all. So, okay, let's go, Rupa. Let me click on surprise me. Now we have these 5 topics. Okay, 5 prompts. Do you want to choose a number? Or
1.
perhaps I can start with the first.
1. Yeah.
1. Okay. So, Rupa, your table topic is Toastmaster
Okay.
Rupa. Look at someone in the meeting, on screen, or in the room and share 3 positive things you notice about them. I'll repeat. Look at someone in the meeting, on screen,
Yeah.
or in the room and share 3 positive things about them. Toastmaster Rupa.
Yeah. I just want to start with Dr. Sam. I like the visualization of how he is visualizing his image. Like, I also want to learn how he can manage. He can do that. And secondly, he is writing each and everything in detail, which I am able to see. And like as he is so senior and great and in his profession, and as well as living abroad, but connected with India. No, so like it's inspiring thing, so that after leaving we can stay connected with our Indian people. And and he is also connected with a university which belongs to India. This is also like inspiring. It's not only good to live in India and stay connected with foreign entities. We can stay abroad and connect with Indian things and make them great. And and that's it.
Great job, Rupa. You nailed it. Amazing. And yes, we can see Dr. Som as our detective who's shown as the avatar, but now he's actually writing each and everything, right? That's a
Yeah.
great observation. Thank you. And thank you for being that brave to volunteer. Amazing. So now that you've got a feeler, who is our next brave volunteer for the table topics?
Someone from offline
Can
audience?
I speak?
Can I have somebody from the offline audience first?
Ankita.
Ankita. Great. Toastmaster Ankita. Welcome to the stage.
Surprise me.
Surprise me. Everybody wants to. Amazing. I love it. And you know, let me tell you, surprise me is also one of my favorite category. Let's do it. Now I think one is already taken. It's done. You want to choose any number or do you want me to go to the second one?
Just go to the second one.
Second. Okay. Toastmaster Ankita, describe this painting. Describe this painting, Toastmaster Ankita.
First of all, it's a beautiful painting. Whosoever drew this is like my goal to draw something of this detail and so much of aesthetics. For me, it's actually not just the painting. When I first saw the painting, I think it also shows the vibrance that the universe has to offer. If you can notice, you'll see all kinds of colors from bright red, pink, orange to the most dull color, which is probably the grayish if you see on the top right. So this painting is not just aesthetic and detail, but for me it's showing the whole spectrum of what the world and universe has to offer, from bright days to the days where you really don't wanna get out of the bed. So yeah, that's what I see when I see this painting.
Awesome job. Thank you, Toastmaster Ankita. That's a great description of this painting. I think you have mastered the art of noticing. It definitely, I feel it's like blooming. The way you have come up and just spoke from your heart, that's how it reflects to me as well. Thank you for volunteering. Okay, now we have, okay, let me call upon another volunteer, perhaps from the online audience. Any guest first? Like to be a little biased towards them because they'll get a chance to speak.
Online, yeah. Online, she hears it.
It's okay.
Okay, maybe so.
Harsh, call out his name.
So let me go with Toastmaster Aklank. He's raised his hand from a long time. So, okay, Toastmaster Aklank, thank you. Now, please choose your category. Select your path.
So I'll choose something new, which is this or that.
This or that. Great choice. Okay, let's see. Which number do you want to choose?
So 4 is my lucky number.
4 is your lucky number. Okay, that's the only control that you have on the topic. I'm happy that you are nailing it. So let me open it up. Okay.
Okay.
Toastmaster Aklank, busy city street or quiet forest? Where do you notice the unseen more? Busy city street or quiet forest? Where do you notice the unseen more? Toastmaster Aklank.
So as we all can see this painting, both the paths are very, very difficult to choose. But yes, you know whatever whatever thing which we don't have, we always look out for that. So say for example, right now I am living in Delhi NCR from past 10 years, and I always look out for a quiet place in the forest or in Himalayas where I can get the peace of mind. So right now I will choose that, because and this specifically, this painting reminded me of one of the beautiful place in Himachal near to Shimla, which is called Kodgarh, and it was almost exactly the same. And just to give all of you a personal context, my wife is very great in paint in designing, in painting, and she has a very creative mind. So one day in the morning, there only we were just sitting and we were just observing, and we just draw this kind of painting, and whatever was the imagination, and that experience was so beautiful. So eventually, if I conclude, I would, if I'm financially, I have a great financial backup, I would definitely want to live in the forest and start my daily routine there. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aklang. Yeah, we all wish to go to a place where we can just relax and have peace, right? But I think for me, it's just be present, and I just want to make my sanctuary. Being with a 1-year-old, I don't get that luxury, but yeah, no complaints. Thank you for sharing your perspective, Aklang. Thank you. Okay, now next we'll want somebody from the offline audience, perhaps a guest.
Guest Rajitesh is there.
Great.
For volunteering.
Sorry, I didn't catch the name.
Abhishek.
Guest Ajitesh.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Guest Ajitesh, firstly, welcome and thank you for volunteering. What is your path? What do you want to choose?
I'll choose something new, so emotions.
Emotions. Now, somebody, and I'm happy that a guy has actually chosen emotions. I love it. Okay. So, guess Ajitesh, which number do you want to choose?
I'll choose the second one.
Second one. Okay. Guest Ajitesh, how do you notice if someone is uncomfortable in a conversation without them saying a word? How do you notice if someone is uncomfortable in a conversation without them saying a word? Guest Ajitesh.
Okay, so when I'm having a conversation with anybody, if the other person is looking somewhere else or just
moving their body in a different direction than me, then I can notice that that person is feeling a little uncomfortable or maybe wants to leave that conversation. Because I used to read a lot of books about body language and how you need to have your body language in public places. So there was a book I read where a detective, I think his name was Joe Navarro, he explained in that book that you can read a person through their body language if they're feeling uncomfortable or if they want to speak to you or if they are feeling nervous. So when I'm having a conversation with anybody, I mean, if that person is maybe making some or the other way, making any excuse to leave that conversation, maybe he or she is feeling uncomfortable, and maybe when I am having a conversation and maybe that person uh, is just moving in a different direction, maybe then I can feel that that person is maybe uncomfortable. So I think that's that.
Thank you. That's a great perception actually, that you noticing if somebody moves away, they feel a little uncomfortable. And the great book recommendation that also yet you just thrown in there, that's great. And I think for me, if somebody starts scrolling on the phone, I feel that person just wants to leave the conversation. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guest Rajitesh. Thanks for volunteering.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't think the time. I was not listening.
Okay, next up again, I think so it's a game, guys. I think let's just give it our all. Who is feeling lucky to go next? Anyone from again the online audience? We do have few more guests, I believe. Let me ask.
Yes.
Who wants to go?
Yeah. Hello,
Sorry,
I'm Yudhan.
Vibhan.
Yeah.
Guess
So
Vibhan. Yeah. What's your category?
I'll go for quotes.
Quotes.
Primarily.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Let me. Okay, which number do you want to choose?
4.
4. I think 4 is a lucky number for few people here. Toastmaster Vibhan. Guess Vibhan. The world is full of obvious things which nobody ever observes. It's a quote by Sherlock Holmes. Do you agree? The world is full of obvious things which nobody ever observes. It's a quote by Sherlock Holmes. Do you agree? Toastmaster or guest Vibhan.
Thank you. So I say the quote is right on point and with the current topic. So if you see, if we look into what we've been discussing as well, like people prefer a forest over a city to introspect. Why? Because they do not realize that you have the opportunity to observe things in wherever you are. It's also known as the art of deduction, that you look at things and you try to use your brain to analyze things and notice stuff which others might miss. That's what being a detective is all about. I think that's why it's quoted by Sherlock Holmes, the great detective. So I do agree that, like, if I ask all of us around to name a few things which would have observed, like, let's say I leave the room after 20 minutes. If I ask any of you to remember something about me, that would be one thing, like, that would be something which would basically urge you to notice stuff about people. So that is how I think about this quote, that it is very true. You have beauty all around, you have things to observe all around you. It's just about perspective and being perceptive. Yeah. Thank you.
That was wonderful. And I noticed, guest Vibhan, that you were paying attention to the previous table topic speaker as well. So kudos to you on that. And yes, I think selective reception, sometimes we do have this habit of, doing that. But as you rightly said, for detectives, it is the one that no people usually ignore. And that's where the clue lies. It's a great job, guest Vibhan. Okay, next volunteer.
We have one more guest.
We have one more guest. Great.
Hi.
Hi, Pritesh.
Shailesh.
Shailesh. Guess Shailesh. Please choose your path.
So I'll choose this or that.
This or that. Okay. Which number do you want to go for? I think 4 is already taken.
I'll go with 3.
3. Okay. Guess Shailesh. Handwritten letters or carefully typed emails? Which shows more noticing? Handwritten letters or carefully typed emails? Which shows more noticing? Guess Shailesh.
So in my opinion, I feel handwritten letters like shows more noticing, because if somebody has written a letter, like it means that they have thought about what to write and what to express. So that shows a lot of noticing. But if I talk about the carefully written emails, so nowadays like people use GPT, like they give prompts and then they generate the mail. So there is this carefully written thing that they're writing the prompt very carefully, but the whole email, it is AI generated. So in my opinion, I feel the handwritten letters are more it shows more emotions, they're more noticeable. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Shailesh. I concur with that. I love handwritten letters. I think it's a thing of a past, but would love to have, and that was my dream when I was in my 90s or 2000, like millennial, that I get some handwritten letter by somebody. I think the old school charm still remains. So thank you for sharing your perspective there. Okay. Next, anybody from the online audience who would like to volunteer? I do see some more guests. If I may, let me ask to volunteer if they're okay with it. Guest Grishma, would you like to volunteer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning, Grishma. Thank you. Which category you want to choose?
Actually, I can't see the timer, Avni, if you don't mind. I was observing, but then you can pin the timer so that, and the category you can give me personal.
Personal. I request a timer if you can please pin.
Because I am on phone, so I think that's the reason.
Okay. Can we do that?
Actually, if you are sharing the screen, it's not possible for me to pin myself. Like for the audience, we won't be able to see you guys. That
Okay,
is
fine.
important.
No worries. No worries.
Okay, so you've chosen the path personal. Okay. Which number do you want to choose?
Number 1 is fine for me.
Number 1. Okay. Okay, so guest Grishma, what is one small thing you noticed today that made you smile? What is one small thing you noticed today that made you smile? Guest Grishma.
Okay. When morning I woke up with a great thing, I saw my son sleeping with me. He's 10 years old, but he came all the way to just wish me good morning as it was holiday. And that one thing made me smile, made me my presence in my home. Because generally nowadays kids are very busy in their own school life, then they have everything online going on. So they are busy doing online things. But that one small gesture that made when he woke up, just came to me, hugged me, and gave me that smile that made me, my day was full of happiness I'm going to have today. So that energy was, like very comforting, and you feel like, yes, you are part of them. So thank you very much, and over to you.
Thank you, guest Grishma. I cannot agree more. The hug from your little one is all that you need, no matter how your day is going. And I completely relate to that. Thank you for sharing that personal story with us. Okay, let me share my screen again. Meanwhile, sir, before I go on, I just want to have a quick time check. So timer, can you please tell me if we have time to go on or we want to wrap up, considering we have the evaluation section as well?
Maybe we can take one last table topic.
One
Post
last.
that.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. Okay, let me just share my screen again. All right. So who is the last, not least, the lucky one who wants to play this game? Anyone from the offline audience? Okay. We have
Yeah, Karthik.
Karthik. Am I right? Toastmaster Karthik?
Yes.
Yes, Toastmaster Karthik. What is the path that you're going to choose today?
Surprise.
Surprisingly.
Quotes?
Surprise.
Anyone? Nobody for
Surprise.
quotes? And they're very simple quotes, by the way.
Yeah, please suggest
Emotions.
emotions. Yeah.
Emotions.
Okay. Okay, let's go with emotions. Any number? Lucky number?
I'll go with one.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Karthik, what are the physical signs of pure joy you notice before someone even speaks? What are the physical signs of pure joy you notice before someone even speaks? Toastmaster Karthik.
So I have a niece who is 2 years old, and she comes like she stays right across. Like she's my dear brother's daughter. So she has 3 shifts when she visits us. One is 8 in the morning, second is 12 in the noon, and third is 5 in the evening. Now that child is so her emotions are so transparent that whenever I see that child, I'm able to understand what are pure emotions. Like her reactions are very straightforward. So if she's uncomfortable with something, I notice it right away in her eyes. So her eyes, it's not even her body language. It's just her eyes that just tell the state of her emotions many times. So when it comes to pure joy, what I see is the eyes widen up, her ears become more fluffy, and the overall energy in the room is a lot more. So if you're able to see that in a child, you know how even people react, and that goes same with adults. Sometimes people are not able to express, but there's a vibe that's always there of pure joy. um, to notice that, there's another example, another thing that you can do whenever there's a cricket match in which India is playing. So try to look at the people who are watching the match passionately and look at their reactions. So that is, I guess, the purest reaction. And yeah, when it comes to parents, there were 2 reactions I used to notice. First is when I used to get some good marks in my examinations with my mom, and second is when I used to do miserably at exams. So I have witnessed pure emotions, but it's all in the eye. I remember a song, a line from a song. जमाना दिलों को नहीं जानता है, जमाने को ये दिल नहीं मानता है, नहीं और कोई फकत इश्क है वो जो आशिक की नजरों को पहचानता है. So it's all in the eyes. That's all I can say. So thank you for the table topic.
Wow, Toastmaster Karthik. I love the speech. I think you've given a lot of perceptions, different perspectives of how we see those little joys. And you're right, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. We all see from what we really feel, and we feel that joy with them. Great examples. Thank you. And with that, I wrap up my table topics for today. A huge round of applause for everyone who came up and volunteered to speak. Thank you. Thank you so much for being perceptive today and playing along and making this a fun, safe space to practice. I will now hand over this meeting back to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nirdusha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Avni, for that such an engaging table topic session. And you proved that you are a division level table topic speaker. Yeah, thank you so much. And all the speakers also, they really gave the perceptive insights for us for today's meeting. And the next session, yes, we are moving to the most important part of our meeting, that is evaluation part. Whereas I'm going to call the master of noticing of today's meeting, DTM Dr. Som. Over to you, our general evaluator, DTM Som.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nirdosha. But similarly, like I did not get all the colors where you tricked us by saying choose the words. Now, moving on to the evaluation portion. And evaluation is always the area which is the most nicest part of any Toastmasters meeting, because that's where we learn to grow. We want to break from the status quo and arise to becoming a better speaker, a better communicator. And without further ado, let me plunge straight into the evaluation. Before I go into mine, I have the speech evaluation, then the table topic evaluation. First, moving on to the speech evaluation, let me call upon our first evaluator, Toastmaster Harsh, who will be evaluating the first speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster Harsh.
Sorry, it's not Harsh, it's Toastmaster Sahil.
Sorry, Toastmaster, sorry, I did not see that. Toastmaster Shahil, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Som. As soon as Toastmaster Stuti's speech rainbow flickered on, I was just blown away by how complete a speech can be, because not just did Stuti deliver a speech with no R's, no arms, she maintained the same flawless pace every step of the way. Very, very hard to say to do, very, very hard to actually do it when it comes to doing. Her words danced like colors in the sky, weaving together a story about her personal experiences of having a conversation with the manager or about her college fest. Now, Toastmaster Stuti, just like life, a good speech doesn't get better by chance, but by choosing to change. So today, let me take this chance to suggest you a few changes that can help you augment your speech to the next level. The first change from my side would be, Stuti, you looked confident throughout the speech. However, you maintained a crisscross fingers posture like this throughout. Now, as speakers, we often tend to use this posture unintentionally. But I would rather recommend using a variety of hand gestures, as crisscrossed fingers can convey nervousness. The second change I would like to highlight would be, Toastmaster Stuti, you started off with a question. And whenever a speaker starts off with a question, that is a hypophora. A hypophora is wherein you raise a question and then immediately have an answer to that. You had a question, how many of you still feel that you want to say something, but then you are hesitant enough to not to speak up? And then you had further anecdotes in support of that question. However, I would like to make a tweak to your content. Now, whenever you are coming up with so many personal anecdotes, make sure it is the audience, and the audience cannot absorb more than one or two anecdotes at a moment. So I would rather suggest you limit your anecdotes and come up with an answering call to an action. In that way, you would be able to answer the very first question you have already spoken, and then an answer at the very last, so that you can inspire, intrigue, and influence your audience. The third change that I would like to highlight would be, Toastmaster Stuti, you have a wonderful smile. Make use of it. Particularly when you mention your speech title, Speak Up, because through this title, you are encouraging your audience that now it's the time, don't be hesitant, but speak up with confidence. Because a smile is a curve that sets everything straight. Other than that, Toastmaster Stuti, it was indeed a privilege listening to you today. Wonderful vocal variety, good usage of grammar. You have had storytelling techniques, and I must say, stories when added helps release a chemical substance in our body known as dopamine or the love hormone. Love yourself, and the world will always love the way you deliver your speeches. Thank you so much. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. I think you considered this as a contest and gave the speech, evaluation speech. I do have a couple of points, but I'll come back to that later. Moving on, following the agenda, the second evaluator is Toastmaster Dikshita. Over to you, Toastmaster Dikshita.
Toastmaster Bhavya, I really loved your speech. Your speech was relatable, amazing. I'm sure it transported back everybody to the COVID era. The highlight of the speech was your storytelling part. Your hand gestures were perfect, and your pauses were perfectly landed, and I'm sure the audience was able to observe the key pointers. I would few improvements. The moment you saw the red card, the green card is not no required. It's sorry is not required. Okay? It's just a timing, which is the part of Toastmasters meeting. Second, you are the captain of the ship and we are the passengers. We are not sure what you're going to tell us next. You are a storyteller and we are the listeners. Just go with the flow. In case you're stuck with any word, any sentence, just go with the flow. We are the listeners. Third part, when you started your speech, you started from here, then you moved here and you said it's a COVID era. Then you started the journey, the interview journey, job hunting part. Okay. So when you are in a stage, use the stage wisely. So you could have said like it's a COVID era. Okay. Now you are the job hunting part. You could have moved back that this is the job hunting part and I don't know what to do. Okay. So you could have used your stage like 1, 2, 3, 4, the way you want, or maybe you can just number it whenever you will deliver your next speech. I'm just checking. I've finished. Okay. Yeah. Recommendation is work on your draft. I felt that there were a few other areas you can work on. Okay. So just work on your draft. Practice your speech in front of a mirror so that you'll be able to see how you're going to utilize the stage. Start with a hook. Since it's a mentoring speech, start with the hook because you spoke about your mentor as well. So start with the hook. Otherwise, it was a great speech, amazing storyteller you are. Best wishes to your future speeches. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're indeed very, very, very motivating. So well done on that. Moving on to the next role taker. The timer I will be calling after my general evaluation. So let's move on with the R counter. Toastmaster Anurag, could you please give us the R counting report? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Let's start with the T mod of the day, Toastmaster Nidusha. You have used words to once, twice, and there are multiple repeatable words you have used. We will have, even, and once or twice, it's basically falls into the grammatical category. But the thing is, Toastmaster Sahil, I could not find any filler words in your evaluation phase. Toastmaster Stuti, the first speaker, speak up. First of all, I love your word overthinking loop. I had noted it down. You have used words thrice, long pause taken once, once. And the problem that I was saying is because you were transitioning from one stanza to other was a little bit more fast. That's why you was not getting, enough breath in between. So that's why this was happening. That's what I could notice. Toastmaster Dikshita, long pause twice. And some distraction happened when you used amazing twice and you were referring to your notes. There were some pauses that was not smoothly there. Toastmaster Bhavya, speaker number 2. Again, the same, I think, the recommendation she has given. The sorry you have used. We were in the flow with your speech, but when you use sorry twice, because you were jumping some standards of your speech, so that thing, some distraction among the audience there. And long pause once, and that happened when the I think timer showed up his green card there.
So basically, I was expecting my speech to get over so soon. I did for like 7 years and it got over by 5. So that was a moment where
Yeah. So as an audience, I say I felt the flow gets broken in between. Toastmaster Avni, who has spent the maximum time here, great way, innovative way. You have just, I can notice, just you have used once or twice. Rest all was flawless. Kudos to you. Guest Rupa, words you have used thrice, 4 times. Toastmaster Eklong, twice, 3 times, so 3 times. Guess Yuan, you have repeated a word, it's twice or thrice when you are here during the table topics here. So twice and one long pause as well. Guess Shailesh, so you have used twice. And our last speaker of this table topic contest, Toastmaster Karthik, I could notice you have used multiple times, thrice or more than them, 1 times, and one long pause as well. So this was overall report from me. So overall, I just one feedback for everyone. What I have noticed, whenever we give speak or we come to a stage now, if our normal flow with the pace of word doesn't match, then the clutch words comes up. So try to identify what's your normal flow of breathing. Then you would be able to match this up now. So the frequency of these clutch words is going to be reduced. And one quick hack is if you're doing some deep breathing sort of as a part of your life, so this thing will automatically blow away. Not happening, in a quick span of time, but gradually you will notice key improvements in your speak flow and less clutch words will be there whenever you speak. Thank you, and over to you, General Editor of the Day.
Thank you very much, our counter, and thank you very much for taking it at the very last minute. Our counter had 1 and, 2 1 ya, 2 so, and 2 na. Stage na, like that na. Right, moving on to the grammarian, who has been very, very, very perceptive. And this is not a repeating word. I want to stress on that. So let's hear your grammarian report. Over to you, Toastmaster Rashmi.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I kept my eyes peeled throughout the meeting to notice the correct use of language from the perceptive speakers. So let's start from the usage of word of the day and idiom of the day. Word of the day was used by Toastmaster Nirdusha several times, Dr. Som so many times, Toastmaster Avni, Table Topic Master, and guest Udyog. Congratulations and kudos to everyone. Now, idiom of the day was used by, again, Dr. Som, Toastmaster Nirdusha, Toastmaster Avni, and grammarian Toastmaster Rashmi. Now, let's move on to the good usage of language. So these are not the fancy words I'll be highlighting. It's just the language and sentences we all used that added more depth to our speeches. First, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nirdusha used the triad. When we notice better, we become better speakers, better listeners, and mindful individuals. So when we speak in a pattern of 3, it's better for the audience to recall the message. Now moving on to Toastmaster Stuti, the first speaker. She used a lot of great sentences, overthinking loop. I noted when Toastmaster Anurag called it out. And then if you don't speak up, someone else will deliver your speech. If you are being a yes child, that will take you nowhere. The moment stayed with me for a long time. You put the emphasis on the word long. So that is better for the audience to recall and it gives life to your speech. Then Toastmaster Bhavya. You also use the triad pattern and the contrasting sentences, which were easy to follow. While I was panicking, he was calm. While I was reacting, he let it go. But the third sentence was missing. So I encourage you to add one more sentence to complete the triad. Then you said, but life had other plans. My mind was rushing with thoughts. When life slams the door in your face, it is hard to trust what comes next. Then guest Udyog, you used urge you to notice things around you. I'm sorry, I said your name incorrectly again. I'm not able to recall it. Then Toastmaster Avni, you said spoke from your heart. Toastmaster Sahil, speech evaluator, you said just like life, a good speech doesn't get better by chance. Love yourself and the world will love your speeches. Toastmaster Dikshita, you said you're the captain of the speech and we are the audience. Then the not so good use of English language. Someone said, I won't be highlighting the names here. Someone said, he really appreciate this. So this whole story was in the past tense. I would encourage you, speaker, to keep the tense consistent throughout. Message to be delivered in a way in a lesson. It's an incorrect form of the sentence structure. You can use message was delivered as a lesson. Then someone said how he is visualizing his image. It should he or she can say it like, I like his visual avatar. Then someone said one day the morning, one morning. Someone said X shows more noticing. It should be X makes us notice more. And then lastly, someone said when you are in a stage, it should be when you're on a stage. With that, I would like to hand back the stage to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rashmi, for that comprehensive grammarian report. I was almost going to open up my Renan Martin to see, you almost went there. But nevertheless, very good listening skills. Keep it up. Now I come to my general evaluator report, and when I saw that I'm given 10 minutes, I felt a bit indulged. So I'm going to utilize my full 10 minutes. Timer, please note. First and foremost, doing a hybrid meeting is always a challenge. In our club, we have tried that since November 2021. And we know that sometimes when we don't do it for a while, it becomes a huge challenge for us. So well done. I really love that the cozy atmosphere that I can see, and I feel like, okay, I should be there, not on this side. So great. The agenda was given in the guest group, and I could see that it clearly specifies. Of course, there were some changes which were sorted out in the beginning, but nevertheless, the agenda gave us all the details that we want. The meeting started on time. Excellent discipline. The essay gave the ground rules very, very clearly. No ambiguity left. Only thing is a bit of consent needs to be taken because this is live stream, or you can mention that it's live streamed. I love the part where President and the presiding officer, Toastmaster Rashmi, took the time to introduce the guest and extended the warm welcome to all the members. Of course, she exuded confidence throughout the process. So I've seen her speak, so not surprised. One more thing that I loved about this meeting is the varied professionals. Like everyone, when they were introducing themselves, they come from a different path of life. And this particular thing is the strength of the club, because when you come from different walks of life, you get a diverse series of speeches, not like just like how I see most of the time in my university. If the students give a speech, it will be always about their medical career, dental career, or struggles in college life, relationship. But here I could see a lot of variety. So keep that up, please. The theme, Art of Noticing, was not just spoken, it was tested. Audience were actually tested on, can you notice? And most of the time, the audience felt, no, I'm not able to notice. Even the one who put their hands up confidently took down their hands down. Overall, I think even the overall evaluation in the guest group, wow, 5 minutes. Overall, the evaluation in the guest group was also something that was unique. I loved it. I would say the expansion of the theme, that is something very unique. I've not seen that. Once the Toastmaster of the evening, as we do, or Toastmaster of the day finishes the theme, they're done. But here, she comes back and give another expansion. Lastly, the table topic master. I like that pep talk which you gave to calm people's nerves. And I would say one thing for sure, you put in a lot of effort in making these table topics. It was not just something done out of the blue. You put in those pictures, those words. It was very thought of, especially with the hyperlink. So great job. A lot of varieties. Somehow the ladies chose surprised me more often than the guys. But nevertheless, it was very nicely done. And I think the host was so mesmerized with you that she kept you spotlighted throughout, ignoring all the other speakers. And when I came to ignoring other speaker, I think there was one speaker, Parvin, he wanted to get your attention 3 times, but he couldn't speak. So I guess he exited the meeting. Now, having said all those things, let me give you some areas that you could think of improving or making some minor changes. First and foremost, the agenda. I think there were like a couple of typos. First one is not the agenda, it's the flyer. Table topics. It was their table topic. The S was missing, and supplementary, it's E, not I. And exco's name, it's nice to have the exco's name in the agenda, so it's you know who's who, and you can comment or talk to them accordingly. Second point, it is something that you should be proud of. You're having the 519th meeting and you have been chartered in 2014. There must be something different or something that's keeping the members coming back again and again. So please highlight that, talk about your club, maybe create 3-4 slides to showcase in the beginning, because that's something would definitely entice your guests to come back or even become member. The third one, this is for the speakers mainly. When you're speaking in a hybrid setup, please do not forget the virtual audience. I see the speakers in the virtual setup, the physical setup, they're brilliant. They're talking, looking here, looking there to the physical audience, but virtual audience, we don't see you looking at us. Just look at the camera once in a while to get that out of the way. And last would be, this is something I just want to share with you, and I see that the fan was waving and all that. You can keep your virtual background something like this, so that this is something that you can keep so that the physical side is fine. The virtual side, they can actually get that idea. In case I miss the fan, at least I know it's sticking on my face, that it's green, red, yellow. With regards to evaluation, I think the evaluators have done a good job by following the 4 contest thing, the analysis, recommendation, giving it an empathetic, motivational tone, and not to miss out on the summary. Well done. I think I won't comment on that further. Overall, it's even though it's an afternoon for me here, but it's definitely a worthwhile time spent with all of you guys. And well, thank you very much for the invitation. Love the camaraderie that you have, and especially I can feel that vibe in the physical side. With that, let me call upon, I still have one role taker to go through, that is the timer. May I call upon Toastmaster Harsh to give your timer report? Over to you, Harsh.
Thank you. So here's my quick timer report. Most of them were on time only. Prepared speech, Toastmaster Turti took 4 minutes 22 seconds. Toastmaster Bhavya 5 minutes 42 seconds. In table topics, Toastmaster Rupa 1 minute 28 seconds. Toastmaster Ankita 50 seconds. Toastmaster Atlan 1 minute 37 seconds. Guest Ajitesh 1 minute 23 seconds. Guest Udhan 1 minute 20 seconds. Guest Sales 40 seconds. Guest Grishma 30 seconds. Toastmaster Karthik 2 minute 28 seconds. And in the evaluation part, Toastmaster Sahil took 3 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Dixita took 2 minutes 19 seconds. And for the last part, general evaluator, you took 6 minutes 20 seconds. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Timing is extremely important, especially as you know, with the contest season at various levels. If you're 1 second more, you are disqualified. And that's such a shame and so disheartening for people who have put in so much effort to go for those contests, and you're just out by 1 second. Nevertheless, I think congratulations to all of you. You've done a fantastic job being on time, and especially the one who has 2 minutes 28 seconds. You just made it. With that, a fantastic meeting once again, and let me hand over the controls back to President of this club, Toastmaster Rashmi. Over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Dr. Som. Let's give him a big round of applause. Your evaluation was indeed very insightful and detailed. And I'm glad that I invited you as a general evaluator. We got a great perspective, outside perspective regarding our club and the meeting in general. Okay, so one thing that I loved about today's meeting is the vibrant energy that we had throughout the meeting. and especially the preparation that all the role players had done to make sure that their speeches are effective. Let me switch to the gallery mode. It's not good to scan. Where is the option? So now voting link has been sent to the guest group and the members group as well. Toastmaster Harsh, could you please confirm?
I'm just sending it.
Okay. So Harsh will be sending the voting link to the WhatsApp group. Make sure you vote for your favorite role players. In the meantime, let's have some feedback from our guests. So who wants to share the feedback, their experience? I'll start with the in-person audience and then we'll go to the online audience. Yeah.
So this was my first time attending a Toastmaster meeting. I really enjoyed and really understood what's the format like. And I really appreciate the evaluations that were given because that will really ensure us to improve our speaking skills and really enjoyed the meeting overall and just looking forward to connecting with you all.
Thank you. Okay, who wants to give the feedback next?
So this was my first time as well. So I really enjoyed the meeting. Like the speeches from Bhavya, Toastmaster Bhavya, Toastmaster Stuti, and the table topics, they were also very interesting. Like it kept me hooked, like to the whole meeting. And I hope that I'll come to the next meet as well, and maybe like learn a lot from all of you guys. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, so I resonate with what the other guests have said as well. This is my first time over here. Was pretty nervous and excited as well to be speaking in front of such a large group. So all in all, I think it was a great experience and I'll be coming again. So thank you.
Looking forward to have you again. Now let's hear from the online guests. Anyone who wants to share the feedback, their experience? Sahil, Rupa.
Yeah. As I joined here as guest third time, I today I learned like one undergraduate person also can be a good speaker by joining this group. So like it's inspiring me.
Thank you,
And
guest Rupa.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else who wants to share the feedback? Toastmaster Sahil, Dr. Som.
Sure. Thank you so much, Madam Presiding Officer. It was indeed a fab unique experience witnessing a Toastmasters meeting right on a Saturday morning. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I wish you all the very best for the years to come because this club is in a really good hands. Thank you so much for the opportunity again, Toastmaster Kanshan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sahil. Means a lot. Yes, let's hear from Dr. Som now. I know you have already shared a lot.
Yeah, I think I've spoken a lot and I've given the points. And I would say the good thing is like, it's really the diversity of the members. It's very good. And you already have quite a few guests who are like hooked onto the meeting. So it's now your time to make sure that they become members so that they can enjoy this meeting even more. And I think that's all. I've spoken about the areas of improvement that you can consider. But overall, considering this a hybrid meeting, awesome job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Som. And for those of you who are joining for the first time and want to become a member, you can reach out to Toastmaster Vibhanshu. He's the VP membership. He'll share all the details with you and we'll reach out after the meeting. All right, let's have a group photo and then we'll share the winners of today's meeting. Online audience, please turn on your cameras. Nirdusha, Avni, can anyone take the photo?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take the screenshot.
Toastmaster Dikshita, I think you can come forward. You are not visible much. Short girls. Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, you're visible.
Okay, let's have a big smile. 1, 2, 3. Once more. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's done.
Thank you, Nirdusha. Hope everyone has voted. Can you give me a thumbs up? Done. Thank you, online audience, for confirming. Now let's announce the results. How many responses? 10. We have received only 10 responses so far. Anyone who has not voted?
I am just in process.
Doctors, so have you voted? In the meantime, let's hear from one of our EC members. Any EC member who wants? Sorry for putting you on the spotlight. So, do you want to share your EC experience so far?
Okay. Thanks for. Even if the table topic section is wrapped, I want to put on the spot. So you guys know that I am in the role of Sergeant at Arms. My job is to handle the operations of the meeting, which includes bring my laptop as well or arrange laptop as well for the hybrid setup especially. So in parallel, I have to manage the timings as well as the voting links. So this role has taught me a lot, I will say. Although I'm not that punctual, I would work on it. I try to come on time, but yeah, it's a great experience so far.
I wasn't planning to highlight the timing thing.
No worries.
Okay.
From IIT, we can expect you can handle multiple things.
Yeah, and he is doing an incredible job as Sergeant at Arms. So let's start with the voting. Okay, so best Ops role player. We have Timer Toastmaster Harsh, Cremarian Rashmi, and Anurag as our counter. So the winner is Toastmaster Rashmi as Cremarian. Thank you. And kudos to Toastmaster Anurag for taking the role last minute. You did a wonderful job. Next, best role player. It's a tough competition. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nirdusha, Table Topic Master Avni, and General Evaluator TTM Song. Any guesses?
G.
Yeah, so it's a tie between Table Topic Master and General Evaluator. Congratulations. Let's spotlight them. You can shake hands.
Okay. Thank you.
Next, we have best table topic speaker. Any guesses? Best table topic speaker. Toastmaster Karthik. Now we have best speech evaluator. Guesses? It's between Toastmaster Sahil and Toastmaster Dikshita. It's Toastmaster Sahil.
Just a second.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Sahil. Let's shake hands.
Done.
All right. We have now Best Prepared Speaker. It's between Toastmaster Stuti and Toastmaster Bhavya. Winner? It's Toastmaster Bhavya. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone. It was a great meeting. And thank you for showing up with such great energy. I'll see you in the next meeting. Bye, online audience.
Bye-bye.
Bye.